welcome to the Homestead. So today we're going to talk about the good news of what happens when the lights go out, because you're hearing about all this stuff going around in the media right now about the rolling blackouts, and this is only to be expected because we as a country have stupidly, our politicians who are leading us have stupidly put all of this energy and time and money and policy into an energy program that's not going to work. It has a negative impact. There's no way you're going to find all of the minerals and put together all of the infrastructure to create as much energy as they want, forcing everyone to go into electric vehicles, forcing everyone into solar, there's not enough materials. A friend of mine, Roy, who's helping us go ahead and upgrade our solar system here on the Homestead, has stated this multiple times to me, that there just isn't the amount of materials needed to produce the amount of electricity they need to produce in order to have everyone get off of fossil fuels. And so the result is what you're seeing is rolling blackouts and the ability to not produce the energy needed and the fuel. The other day, there was a congressional hearing where Toshiba Kalib, or whatever her weirdo name is, she made the point that she wants all these banks to stop funding fossil fuel companies. And Jamie Dimon, who's a criminal in his own right, basically replied that would create hell for Americans.
Does your bank have a policy against funding new oil and gas products? Mr. Dimon?
Absolutely not, and that would be the road to hell for America.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sir, you know what? Everybody that got relief from student loans has a bank account with your bank should probably take out their account and close their account.
And Rashida didn't know what to do with that. She had absolutely, she was totally beside herself that a banker would speak to her in that manner. Anyway, all that to say, the good news is that if you prepare right now, you can avoid the insanity that is coming. The rolling blackouts, the amount of energy that is going to be needed to sustain our country. Our infrastructure is crumbling right now. We have been using these from the very beginning. We love our lanterns. We have various types of lanterns, and lamps that we use on a regular basis here on the Homestead. And especially getting this time of year where it's getting darker and darker sooner and sooner, these go into overdrive and the use goes up. And something I want to just mention right now, if you ever watch one of these old Westerns on TV, you'll always notice, no matter what, every single time I have yet to see a Western or an old movie that supposedly takes place back in the 1800s or beyond, where the lantern is not dark, where it's all full of soot. Watch. Next time you watch one of those movies, just watch and see how there's always soot. You would never do that. Anyone who owns a lantern, who would use a lantern for light, knows that you must keep the globe as clean as possible, because when the globe is clean, you get the most light as possible. So it always cracks us up whenever we would see a soot-filled lantern being used in a movie, because that is not how a lantern would ever be caught looking like in the old days. Anyway, all that to say, the good news that I want to talk to you about today is that kerosene is one of the oldest sorts of easily produced fossil fuels known to man, going all the way back to 9th century AD. 9th century AD, the people in Persia were producing the first kerosene ever produced on Earth that we know about. And then in the 1860s, 1800s, basically, it was being produced. It's something that is very, very easy to produce, kerosene. So if you have kerosene lanterns on hand that you can bring in and utilize, and I've been using these now for over 10 years. They are very safe to use. They are very reliable. I've been using these same lanterns for over 10 years. You're going to have a light source in your home. People ask, hey, Zach, you're upgrading your solar. Are you ever going to go ahead and just get lights in your house? We do have some LED lights, and we have our headlamps that we use on a regular basis. If I need to walk around outside or do stuff here and there. We have some LED lights that we can turn on here and there, but for the most part, our lighting in our home is kerosene at night. We like the lanterns. I like the lanterns. Guys, I get called to go to speaking events throughout the year. I go do different things where we have to stay in hotels or go to convention centers or whatever and speak on certain topics. And after about day 2 of going to one of these places, my body begins to ache. I'm not kidding you, because I've lived so long now of not living in an environment where you have LED lights and all these different, fake lighting hitting you. And it actually takes a toll on your body. There's frequencies that these lights produce. And if you think I'm crazy, I'm telling you, I'm not. I can feel it. My kids can feel it after about 2 days of being somewhere. All they want to do is go home. And they're feeling that ache in their body. Their body is not used to being pummeled. Man was not meant to be pummeled with frequencies. Now, yeah, I'm using lots of lights right now around in my office when I'm doing this, all powered by solar. But this is just for a mere few minutes while I do this video. But for the most part, I don't encounter all of these frequencies that are put out by all of these fake lights that we have today. And you remember at least when I was a kid, I remember my mom walking over to the curtains and the big window and brushing aside the curtains and saying, "Let's let in God's light." Does anybody have that experience? Leave a comment below. Yes, we have gotten away from that. Now we're so enclosed in our housing and in our living quarters that everything is fake lighting, and we stay up to all hours of the night with fake lighting, when back in the old days, they would go to, when the sun went down, you went down. The good news I want to talk about today is, yes, rolling blackouts are coming. It's all over the media. I don't know where the direction of our country is going when it comes in terms of energy production and fossil fuel production and all of this nonsense that they're saying that they're having. Everyone I've talked to when it comes to the wind industry says there's no way these wind turbines that they're putting all over the landscape are even close to a positive energy production. It takes way more energy to build these things and to maintain them than they'll ever produce in a million years. So I don't know where we're going as a country. It looks pretty dire and dim.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Here's the deal. If you're worried about rolling blackouts, which are already happening and have been happening and are probably going to continue happening, if you get a number of these lanterns, get a lantern. I mean, there's different companies out there that produce them. Most of them and many of them are very safe and reliable. Find some from a reputable source, get some, okay? Beware of these cheap fake ones on eBay. Some of them, on eBay, on Amazon. Some of these on Amazon are Chinese garbage and they're just made very poorly. Beware of some of them. Try to find a reputable, good reviewed lantern company. Get a few of these things. They're not that expensive, okay, in terms of some things that are expensive today. And then get some kerosene. Because if the grid ever goes down, if there's ever a societal or economic collapse, kerosene will be one of the number one things that is first produced again because it's so easy to produce. Again, look at the history on kerosene. It was produced all the way back in the 9th century AD. It's very easy to produce. There's a lot of infrastructure that exists today to be able to take some of the most easily accessed fossil fuels, not things you have to dig down deep into the earth for, some of the most easily accessed fossil fuels and produce kerosene from them. It will be one of the first things that hits the market after a collapse that you'll be able to barter and trade for and acquire. Kerosene is easily produced. Again, look at the history on it. Go do your own research. So if you have a few of these things, you'll have light. It's one of the things I definitely recommend for people when they're concerned about, blackouts, rolling blackouts. Do you have candles? Candles will go away. I mean, unless you can buy more candles, candles eventually, run out. But kerosene is easily produced. It can be easily done and created and then bartered and put on the open market. Candles, unless you got your own beehive colony and all the stuff where you can make your own wax candles and all that stuff, it's more of a chemical process. And people don't realize all the factory processes and chemicals that are in your candles today. Yeah, kerosene's a chemical too. And it does have sometimes has a little bit of a smell, but most of the time you get used to it. And if you maintain your wicks and maintain your lanterns correctly, for the most part, you don't have too much of an issue with the smell. Your mileage may vary. Anyway, leave a comment below if that's you or if it's not you. What do you think about kerosene lanterns? I'm telling you right now, kerosene will be one of the first things to be produced and be on the open market. Should a collapse happen, it's very, very easy to produce, and you can get good quality lanterns to give you light. Okay. Discuss. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm interested to see what feedback you have. Also, check out our merchandise. Teespring.com violates community standards. Folks, if you've ever been in Facebook jail, this is the shirt for you. I am a repeat offender. I'm not even on Facebook anymore because I don't like smelling like trash, and Facebook is a trash can, so I don't hang out on there. If you're still on that platform and you've been in Facebook jail, go ahead and get the T-shirt to prove that you've been in Facebook jail. So links in the description below for teespring.com. All right, guys. See you next time in the Homestead. Bye!
Hey guys, I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.